Hey guys, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest and she will be talking about her experiences in high school. She may be one of the most proactive people I know in so many of her activities, and that is Lasya, so welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to speak with you today.
I am so excited to have you on my channel today. I really want to just hop right in, so let's go to the first question, which is, what did you find to be something that made you really passionate in high school? What did you really enjoy doing, and what were some projects that you worked on?
Yeah, so that's a question that I get a lot, what I did in high school, and a lot of people ask me in terms of like themselves. But the one thing about high school, I feel like, is follow your passion. You
Yeah.
can't live 4 years of your life for an admissions counselor who
Mhm.
looks at your application for 10 minutes. And I definitely made that mistake earlier on in high school. But I think as you start living your life for yourself, you are more willing to put in time for the stuff that really makes you that you're really passionate about, and that shows. I was really lucky because I started doing Model UN and class council, and I really, really love doing that stuff. I mean, I'm studying economics right now,
Yeah.
at Wharton, which is and class council and Model UN definitely had a huge role to play in that. But also, they were some of the extracurriculars that kind of exposed me to something that I'm also really passionate about, which is just like feminism, because I noticed the kind of gender disparity in both of those extracurriculars where, leadership is a really big deal. And that's why I started. I know, Phoebe, I've talked to you about like Girls FTW, and just within my Model UN club, encouraging other girls to join. And that's just the one thing that I'm very, very passionate about. I consider that my passion for sure.
I totally agree with you, especially in the thing that you can't do things just to resume build, especially during the 4 years you have in high school, because this is valuable time that you can be spending exploring what your interests are. So I think that's really important too. And college admissions counselors aren't stupid. They're very smart people. They know if you're faking something for college. So there's really no point, and I agree, you're totally doing a disservice to yourself if you are doing that in your time in high school. And I think it's also a really easy trap to fall into. I heard you say something about feminism. Why don't you tell me more about that? Lossie was actually my roommate at a business summer camp that we went to last year, and we had a really great 2 a.m. conversation about feminism because you told me that a lot of the activities that you were in were really male dominated. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about that?
So yeah, my Model UN team is very good. We compete at a lot of the conferences run by Ivy League schools, and we do well. But historically, we've been getting better, but it was always very male dominated, especially when I was younger. I was a freshman and sophomore. At first, it was like I didn't understand, because like whenever we talked about it, it's really easy to dismiss, because you're just like, no one's saying like overtly sexist things. No one's like, okay, let us go out of our way to not have girls within this club, because of the fact that it's not overt. But I think that's why it's so hard to address. And what I realize is that it's not a result of malicious intent.
Mhm.
It's a result of like a patriarchy that's persisted within everyone's brain for so long, and the image of a leader that we have so ingrained into our minds that it's kind of this prerequisite that no one really sees all the time. And you don't and so while you don't have to do anything negative for it to exist, you have to do something positive for it to go away. These type of disparities, forget women, every type of minority, they're not going to resolve by saying, yeah, we're not doing anything bad. It'll only resolve if everyone goes out of their way to fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I chose you as the first person on this little series I'm doing, because you are so present. You do things for the now and you don't make excuses like I'm too young to push things off in the future. I know you touched upon a little bit about Girls FTW. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So, GIRLZFTW is this organization that I work for as a community manager right now. It is absolutely amazing. You guys should definitely check it out. And so we have girls, a few thousand girls from over 70 countries, and it's a mentorship program for high school and college girls to meet up with people who are there to basically develop them. And we have a lot of people from all around the world who experience just so many different things and who truly benefit from mentorship. And it's such a beautiful experience to be part of. Actually, I just got off a call with them today. We meet on Sundays. Um, and so the program really opens up doors for people to connect with each other. And as a community manager, I'll talk about my specific role that I play. So community manager, like it says in the name, we have a Facebook page for some of the people within our community, and we just really want to make it feel like everyone is there for each other. So we're starting to do podcasts because of quarantine. People can't really meet with each other to continue to foster community. The social medias, Instagram, everything. So all that type of stuff we take care of at GIRLZFTW.
Yes, everyone who's watching this, go check out Girls FTW. I'm actually part of the little community. It's actually a really big community that they have, and their website, their social media, their Slack channel, everything is so nice. I definitely recommend everyone to check it out. I'll leave it in the description box below. But no, Lasya, now that you're going off to college, you're going into business, which is a really heavily male-dominated field. How do you feel about that, and how are you going to navigate it, you know?
Right now, in terms of that, people are a lot more open than they've been in the past in terms of, like being accepting and really like I was saying, being proactive. So I think that's also very, very helpful. But I just think in terms of going into a male dominated field like that is just to always confide in other females. I think creating a support system is really, really, I wrote an article for Best Delegate about my experiences in Model UN, and when I was thinking about the number one thing that I feel like would have made the process more positive for a lot of girls is to kind of create a culture of sisterhood, because everything that you go through, everything that you face, they're going to be going through too, other girls in these fields. So I think to reach out and build those bonds with people who have very similar goals, similar mindset, and to just, work together and build off of each other's energy is my biggest suggestion to anyone who's going into such male dominated fields. And at first I feel like I was tempted to do my best to be like, to try to be one of the boys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. To take up what they were interested in, to take up their behaviors and stuff like that. But I realized at the end of the day, just unapologetically, you have to be yourself. And confiding in other people who experience the same thing as you, I feel like is a much better alternative.
I find the exact same thing. I know that in many pitches, even high school pitches, a lot of the female entrepreneurs are willing to help you because, again, it's like the sisterhood thing. They're really willing to help you and guide you through the experiences. If you're a girl in a heavily male-dominated industry, it can be a little bit difficult at first, so yeah. And I know you talked to me a little bit about a summer camp that you started with some friends that became highly successful. Are you okay with talking about that a little bit?
Sure. So that's actually, I started doing that freshman year. And again, I'm so grateful for my experiences in Model UN because I met so many people who were so like-minded. And so that was something that when I was a freshman, the juniors were kind of taking initiative for. It's called Speak Up. And what we did with Speak Up is I was really lucky when my junior friends reached out to me and they were like, we think you'd be great to be one of the teachers for like public speaking. And we want you to help design the curriculum with us. So we put together the curriculum over the course of a few weeks, and we reached out to the elementary schools in our area to get some interest from students, just spread the word. And we reached out to our local community center, and they were like, all right, it'll cost a certain amount. And we're like, all right, fine, we'll take care of the overhead costs. Like, we weren't gonna charge anyone for doing it. And then we came to the location the first day with the intention that there would be like 20 or 30 kids. There was like 180 kids there waiting to be taught, which was absolutely amazing. And after we were done, we realized that like we couldn't even fit everyone in one room. We had to use another room within the community center, which we didn't even ask for. We didn't even prepare for beforehand. And at the end of the session, we were like, we're so sorry that we took two rooms. Like, we didn't really prepare for that at all. And they were like, it's fine. You guys don't have to pay. This is absolutely amazing. Whenever you guys want, you guys can use it. So they've been so helpful, our local community center. But yeah, we run those over the summer, public speaking camps.
And I think ultimately that really shows that being proactive makes a huge difference, right? And so that brings me to my next question is, how are you going to explore entrepreneurship in the future, like in college or beyond? Have you considered that yet, or is that even an option for you?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like as of right now, I'm kind of interested in, I thought I was gonna, thought I was interested in like investment banking and stuff like that, very quintessential Wharton route, but I think the tech side is also really interesting to me. I've been trying to learn Java and Python, and what I've been reading a lot into is kind of like blockchain, cryptocurrency. It's like the banking of the future, maybe something of that sort. I really don't know, Phoebe, in terms of that. I feel like I just have to gauge. I think you can never really tell. You can't hunt for a good idea. A good idea has to come to you in terms of entrepreneurship.
Thank you so much, Lasya, for being on my channel today. Do you have any final words?
I would say is don't stress out for all of you guys who are in high school. Don't stress out. And then again, you gotta live your life for yourself, not for an admissions counselor, because at the end of the day, that's what shows.
Yeah.
And I think you can't take everything so seriously, because I know I stress myself out to no extent. But I think when you do the stuff that you're passionate about and you're happy, that's the best way to do it.
Thank you so much, Lasya. No, this means so much to me that you're willing to take some time out of your day to talk to me about this. I think you shared a lot of invaluable experience and advice to many of the younger kids, or maybe even people in the same age or older, that people can learn from. And I definitely learned a lot from today's talk. So, no, thank you so much for being on my channel. And I hope that you enjoyed your time here. And yeah, thank you so much. Alright guys, that closes out today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I definitely did. And if you did, please leave this video a like. Maybe comment something nice if you're in a good mood. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!